was pretty much a year, less than a year since I moved in here. I opened credit cards, bought some stuff, and there I went, paying the interest, compounding somebody else's money. So, all right, let's look at the next question. How much do you keep in your checking account? Is there a rule of thumb about how much money you are supposed to have in your checking account after all bills, expenses are paid? Some people spend more money from their checking, which is fine. However, many people like myself use credit cards for basically all expenses. Only things that come out of the checking account are monthly student loan payments and Planet Fitness monthly cost. For some weird reason, Planet Fitness doesn't accept credit cards. Nonetheless, I have it too. I have it, so that basically all of my expenses come out of my checking, paying the credit card bills on the first. I currently keep around 500 in checking as buffer, and the rest I transfer to high yield saving account for 4% interest. I was just wondering how others do it. Do you keep large or small amounts in your checking account after bills, or do you spend your money from your checking account, or do you put most of your paycheck towards debt, investment, or something else? Interesting technical question. What do we keep in our account? So our checking account is where all the money come in from what we make, right? Our salaries, whatever, and that's where everything comes out of. Okay, so we take a budget. Let's say our Roth IRA contribution, right? Every month, excuse me, every month, money come out from our checking into my wife's Roth IRA and my Roth IRA to max it out. Now, our budget, right? So, how do I best explain that? So in our budget, we have monthly expenses, we have annual expenses. For example, right? Let's say my insurance costs for something $1,200, right? So I put $100 every month away. So that money sits there, okay? And like if a month before I need to pay that bill of $1,200, I'm gonna have $1,200 more in my checking than I would have on average. Does that make sense? So and then I pay the bill and $1,200 is gone. Okay, so most of the money that are there, they are there for whatever those budgeted expenses are. Okay, so if we do groceries, let's say $100 a month for groceries, right? Obviously it's more, but that means let's say per paycheck I put $50. I put $50. Over a month we spend it, right? So at that time we have that money there. Okay, at some point we spend it. Some obviously monthly, all the bills coming out of there. So really, unless I move money out of there, I'm trying to think. Besides Roth IRA, we're not really moving money out of there for no reason. So for example, if I would be saving for a vehicle, right, for a car replacement, then I would have a separate saving opened up, and I would automatically, whatever we decide, let's say $1,000 a month, we would put $1,000 a month into that fund to save up for car replacement. Okay, and we would live on everything else. Everything else would be in the budget, and money doesn't really, just all the bills coming out of there, all the expenses coming out of there. That's pretty much it. So whatever our, for lack of a better word, let's say our monthly budget, whatever is our monthly budget is constantly there.